Sustainable Practitioner, Sustainability and Elderly, looking towards 2061. Canterbury University on Sustainability stated, the word sustainability has become increasingly prominent in recent years. It has been seen by some as just another hollow buzzword. Rohalem Brundtland 1987 definition is the most cited and known definition, a continuing process of economic and social development in both developing and industrialised nations that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Which made Nitin Desai, page 17 of Principles of Sustainability, wrote, if you can't define sustainability adequately, how can you define sustainable development in a simple formulation? When he described Brundtland's definition as being vague. Bob Willard on Sustainability quoted, is sustainability a threatening concept or a friendly one? Before answering this question, we will watch a short video. The 5 levers of sustainability and identify a habit to change.
Inspiring Sustainable Living. Unilever's 5 Levers for Change. A huge part of the impact of our business comes from people using our products. So inspiring them to use our products in more sustainable ways is a big priority for us. From washing clothes at lower temperatures, which cuts carbon, to washing their hands more often, which cuts disease. But people aren't robots. We can't be programmed. Instead, there are lots of things that influence the way we behave. So we've been working with experts to create an approach that helps us motivate people to shift to sustainable behaviours. Here's how it works. First, we need to identify the behaviour we want to change, and the more sustainable one we want to change it to. Then we try to find out what stops people from doing the more sustainable thing. What could get them to start, and what could get them to stick with the new behaviour. Then it's time for the 5 Levers for Change, a practical approach that applies 5 behaviour filters to insights that will get people to do things differently. Lever 1. Make it understood. If there's a lack of understanding, make sure people know what to do and why it's a good thing to do it. Lever 2. Make it easy. People follow the path of least resistance, so new behaviours can't be too difficult. Make the new behaviour easy, and reassure people that they can do it for themselves. Lever 3. Make it desirable. People are influenced by other people. Make the new behaviour fit with how people like to think of themselves, and how they like others to think of them. Lever 4. Make it rewarding. People need feedback. Make sure people are convinced it's working and it's worthwhile. Lever 5. Make it a habit. It takes time for a new behaviour to become a habit. Reminders help reinforce behaviours and form new habits. Catch people with reminders when they're about to do the behaviour so they remember to do the right one. If we apply the right mix of the 5 levers for change, we'll take a big step towards inspiring sustainable living. And with 2 billion people using our products every day, it'll add up to a big difference. A really big difference.
This picture shows 3 concepts associated with sustainability. They are the environment, economy and society. How will the elderly fit into this sustainable image? Economically, sustainability is for the community, is to provide the basic needs of the individuals and groups are meant to have a comfortable standard of living, including health, housing, education, employment and safety. Social sustainability is the relationship between the social service worker and the community, as described by Social Life, exploring the relationship between the built environments, building parks and people's day-to-day lives. Environmental sustainability is the rates of renewable resource, harvest, pollution, creation, and non-renewable resource depletion that can be continued indefinitely. So what could all this mean on a worldwide scale? Article 27 of the United Declaration says everyone has a right to freely participate in the cultural life of the community, to enjoy the arts and to share in advancement and its benefits. That natural resources are important as development programs are for the future. We'll just take a look at New Zealand history. Sustainable development was practiced by New Zealand Maori in the early years of the 1840s. Maori saw themselves as te aka, to care for, look after, guard whenua land, homeland and country. Maori looked after respected their elders, and the elders looked after the future generations, passing on their knowledge and wisdom. Why have we gone so far off track of maintaining what was already happening in our country? Mahatma Gandhi's principle of enoughness is the same. The earth provides enough to satisfy every person's needs, but not for every person's greed. Is that what happened to New Zealand? Greed? People are finding it harder to survive with the basic needs, food, water and shelter, and the ever-increasing pressure of the ageing population, with a lack of money to save for retirement. At the present time in New Zealand, the pension fund looks like this: three-legged stool, kaput. The New Zealand Ministry of Social Development forecasted growth in the 65 age will increase by 2030 of 1.2 million people over 65 plus, and possibly by 2061 people will still be working at the age of 89, and births are expected to increase with the two children sustainable policy, and deaths will outnumber births. There is also an expectation that some parents will be over 65 plus by the time their child is 20. This high life expectancy of the older person could accordingly be attributed also to medical advances, which have contributed to our longer life expectancies, cannot necessarily improve our quality of life, so it is possible that living longer may mean a longer time living with disabilities and ill health, according to the New Zealand government stats. The old adage of the elderly: I worked all my life, I went to war, I paid in pension schemes, and I'm entitled to retire and live the lifestyle I'm accustomed, whether in a rest home, my own home, or pension funds. Even though the stool is still crumbling, how can I, as a social service worker, apply sustainability to our practice and disability working with the elderly, when the possibility that there is not enough money even now and for the future generations? So we take a look at the whole system innovation, or the micro, macro and meso system, empowerment theory, holistic social model and advocating for the elderly, the macro environmental sustainability, the product, the ageing population. We cannot recycle or replant the elderly, but we can maintain their lifestyle by always remembering the client is the big picture, not just the numbers game for money that will be at that age, and what are we expecting. Meso, economical sustainability process, accessibility to the community so all level of residents can attend functions, doctors, consultants. Homes of the elderly are warm, have food and water, and their needs are being met by community groups, for example health care groups. Clients may be able to live in rest homes and still contribute to the community by having a wee job. Change the community ideas of rest homes by new innovative ways. The micro-social sustainability. People. Client has an advocate beside the family member. Clients are still able to work and have a good job. Clients still involved in community lifestyles. Involving the clients in the intervention and lifestyle plans. Longer, a client is able to live in their own homes with minimal support is more beneficial and economical on the community and the person. Pressure. The government for more affordable rest homes, housing and retirement villages. So residents have money to spend on communities. Government have a good and sustainable saving plan, and elderly community to build rest homes so the economy stays within the community, not go to private providers. Community and rest home work together as one agency to ensure that the elderly living in the community have all the basic needs and are safe. Keep pressure on developing systems and needs for the elderly that are socially sustainable, diverse and provide a good quality of life. If pressure is not applied, then all other systems will get out of balance and nothing will go forward in developing a sustainable future for the elderly. So how do we have to encourage people of today to say for your retirement. Encourage the elderly to keep active, have warm homes, healthy living, and keep saving into your retirement time. And do not forget to have children. They will be your next generation to look after you. So how do I practice sustainability in my life, work, and self-care? As I said at the beginning, I'm not great at this sustainability word, but I've always asked how I maintain myself from day to day in work, life, and self-care. I put my work, life, and self-care into one package. If I'm feeling down or want to vent or steam, I have a quarter-acre section planted in evergreens, fruit trees, and vegetable gardens, and a lawns to mow. A fish pond that needs cleaning, enough space to blob out outside. If that self-care package does not work, I have nipple tape, and a day on the couch with chocolates and cups of tea is on order. My husband and I listen to each other's days over drinks, dinner, and a rat tonight. I have learned over many years, even though you want to help everyone, you cannot take your problems home. Learning to leave your work at the door when you leave, and your home life when you go to work, is the essence of keeping safe. It is how you learn and apply to balance your life. As Silat Savasli quoted, when we are in harmony with nature, we feel nurtured and fondly content. Because we can never go back and fix the mistakes of the past. It is the generation now not to make the same mistakes to answer. It is not sustainability that is threatening, it is how the word sustainability is translated. All people can understand the need and concept to maintain and grow what we have already got.